Bonjour. You are so worthy of everything you desire. Just as a warning though, sometimes these videos feel really corny and really cringy, so you're welcome. Hello, you lovely human beings. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing okay. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to be updated every single time that I upload a new video, which is kind of sporadic at the moment. Sometimes it's once a week, sometimes it's 3 times a week. So surprise, you'll find out if you subscribe. You're welcome. So I've done a few of these videos in the past when I've hit different ages. I think I did one when I was 25, maybe 27. I can't actually remember. I didn't do one when I was 27, but maybe 26. Who knows? It'll be on YouTube somewhere. Anyway, so I turn 28 years old tomorrow, which is mad because I just can't believe I'm 28. It honestly feels like just yesterday I was 23 years old and I don't really know where the time's gone. But hey, I guess time's just an illusion. So I thought I'd do another one today because I feel like in this past year I have learned probably the most I've learned in my entire life. But here's 28 things that I learnt this year. Just as a warning though, sometimes these videos feel really corny and really cringy, so you're welcome. We don't get a do-over in life. We only get one shot at what we do, and so we can't keep going on regretting things we didn't do. So if there's something you want to do, just go for it. Don't put off what you really want. Exercise has been very different for me this year. I fell in love with yoga and I also fell in love with running. Both things I did because I wanted to clear my mind rather than change my body. And so that's something I learned this year. Exercise isn't about what you look like, it's how you feel. Sometimes everything you think is meant for you gets taken away from you and you feel like your life's been spun upside down, only to realize that there's actually something else better for you. Going on from that, the universe will never take something away from you without replacing it with something even better. And that's one of the most important things that I've learned in life. I massively took travel for granted, and it's insane that I didn't take the time to stop and appreciate the fact that we used to be able to travel wherever, whenever, and with whoever we wanted. I finally love my body, and it's not perfect. It's not in the best condition it's ever been in, but I've realized that my body does a lot for me. And after years and years of punishing and hating my body, I finally can say, I love my body. Silence is when you hear the most, and it's something that we all really struggle with. Fear isn't always telling you that something bad's about to happen. Sometimes what it's doing is trying to tell you that what you're about to do is the exact thing you're supposed to do. Very sadly, not all matcha green tea tastes the same. And I learnt this the hard way. I'm actually a pretty good cook, and I only realised that this year because we all were kind of forced to do a lot of cooking. One thing that I found so beneficial this year is spending at least 1 hour a day dancing around my room like an absolute buffoon, or singing at the top of my voice, or just doing something really, really silly for at least an hour. Because it like opens up creativity in my brain, it makes me feel less anxious, and it's just like really fun. So I would highly recommend that if you don't do that already. Just put on some music, sing, dance, and then just do loads of silly things. Just be a bit of an idiot, you know? Be a child. I always am. Community and being connected to other human beings is the most important thing in the world. And this year, we've all been forced to find community and connection in so many different ways. And it's just been like a little bit mind-blowing. This next one just feels cringy to say, and like a lot of these are really cringy and I'm like dying inside saying them, but you are so worthy of everything you desire. Why is it so cringy to say something that's nice? But you are so worthy. You are so worthy of everything you want in life. Like you've just been led to believe for so long that you don't deserve these things, but you are very worthy of them. And social media is rotting my brain. It's so addictive, man. I'm actually pretty decent at French. I just picked up doing Duolingo, and I've realised that all that stuff I learnt in GCSE French very much stayed. Bonjour. Our life's purpose isn't about finding your thing. It's about experiencing everything that life has to offer. And I suppose I learnt that from Disney Pixar's Soul. Meditation, although it's really difficult, is absolutely essential to do every single day if you want to silence the chatter of your mind. Never, ever, 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 and I mean this wholeheartedly from the bottom of my heart, never, ever give up on your dream. Even if it's years down the line and you just can't see it happening, never give up on it, because you have no idea how close you are to it. And when you get there, honestly, it just feels incredible. I've learned to be happy and feel happiness every day. Even on the bad days, I've learned to just look for one thing every day that makes me happy. And it's been pretty eye-opening, you know? I feel really good. I learned how to make a podcast, and not only that, but I learned how great it feels to overcome that fear of calling people. I learned this past year of my life, and this seems really stupid, but I learned how much plastic was in my life unnecessarily. Like, I changed my shampoo, my conditioner, my body wash, my razors, my toothbrushes. I've had bamboo for a few years, but toothpaste, cleaning products, laundry detergent. I've swapped out so many of my items for eco-friendly, sustainable and plant-based options, which has been insane, just seeing how much plastic I was using, like a shampoo bottle. Mad. I've learned to appreciate everything that I have now, rather than always being like, oh, I need this, I want this. I've just kind of been like, I've got this, I've got that, and that's great. Or like where I live, I've just learned to appreciate everything. I've learned that it's very important to be present and to stop thinking about what's next, you know, always living in the future, and how important it is to not live inside your head in the past. There's a lot of things that I thought in my head, and I thought those things made me weird, but it turns out so many people think the same way as me, and that has been the most comforting thing in the world. Like, honestly, I just feel like a normal human being now. We all, as human beings, crave a little bit of humour every day. We are all, as human beings, very, very important. And I think that's something that a lot of us forget. You know, people love us, people appreciate us, and people want us to be there. And I think that's something that's really important to remember. Like, you are an important person, and people love you, and people want you to be around. I learned all about childbirth only at the age of 27 from one of my very good friends, Ellen, who I did a podcast with about childbirth. And it just blows my mind that I learned so much in that one conversation with her than I did in any sex education class or anywhere else. And finally, what I learned is that all we really need is 7 pairs of loungewear or pajamas, and we could pretty much get rid of the rest of our wardrobe, because that's all we've lived in for the last year. Maybe not even 7, maybe 2, 3 at a push. So obviously there's been so many other things that I've learned this year. I wanted to keep it lighthearted. I wanted to keep it a little bit inspiring. But I hope that, you know, either I taught you something new, or that you kind of were like, yeah, I learned that this year. I'd love to hear what you have learned in this year of your life. I truly think this has been such a big year for growth for me. I think I'm going into my 28th birthday feeling very, very good, very like knowledgeable and fulfilled and happy, which is really, really good. I'm really, really grateful. It has been a crazy year, but I just think it's been a year of learning so much. So, you know, I wouldn't change that. Also, wouldn't relive this year. No way. Here's hoping that this is a great year for us all. And yeah, that's it really. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do upload pretty much daily there. Also on TikTok, pretty much daily. And then here, I probably will go down to just once a week now, just because, you know, don't want to bore anyone. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all very soon for another video.
When I think about the way we